Hey, fellas, it is Z-Doctor here, bringing you a little domination on Crash today. And today I'm going to be not discussing this gameplay, or not discussing important news or anything I've discovered, but rather, I'm going to be discussing an awesome story from Mischief Night this year, or actually last year, a matter of fact, because it was 2012 when this took place. Okay, so this was Mischief Night, and it was just really a blast. It was a ton of fun. And Mischief Night is usually when teenagers get together and go trash people's houses, either with eggs, toilet paper, whatever. You know, that's usually what happens. And with this Mischief Night, we do it a lot different. We're special mischievers. I don't know how to say it. We're special people who just fuck with people. We don't do it the regular way. Oh, we're not the no boring bullshit. You know, that's so old. The eggs and the toilet paper, I think that's been going on forever. So, we decided to switch it up a little. We got our lasers. We got in our ghillie suit camouflage, which is, you know, camouflage suits with leaves and strings and you know, natural vegetation attached so that we blend into the environment perfectly. We had 2 night vision scopes, and this is 5 of us, right? So 2 night vision scopes. We all had throat mics, which are, you know, mics that simply go in your throat, clip on, and you can whisper, and it picks that up, and it sends it to the other person's ear through like a little FBI, you know, swirly clear earpiece. And those were something I got for my birthday. You know, awesome thing. The night vision scope my friend had, and also I had one. So we were all set. And we go out there for Mischief Night. We drive to a different neighborhood because, you know, you don't really want to trash your own neighborhood. That's retarded. Or, you know, mess with your own neighbors because, you know, you're going to be the first suspect, especially if you're the only kid in your whole neighborhood, which I am, you know, me and my brother. So we drive out there. We hop out there in this weird-ass neighborhood. You know, nice houses, I would say. They're about average. You know, it has the garage. It has the window. It's, you know, it's a nice neighborhood. And we decide, you know, we're walking along the road, spotting out houses, and, you know, ding-dong ditching a couple houses here and there. And, you know, the guys always come out, and it's the same old, haha, you know, they never saw us. We were hiding in the bush right next to their front doorstep, this, that, the other. But this was a special one. So we're walking by this one house, and we see, you know, a flicker coming from this giant glass window on the front of the house. And, you know, it was one of those glass windows, like many panes, you know, that kind of thing. It was a family room window. It was that curved window that kind of sticks out from the house, like juts out from the house. I don't know how to explain it besides that. And you know, we see, like, you know, the light flickering. So immediately I'm like, yep, TV. They're in there. They're watching TV. And, you know, my friend Sneaky Peaches, who you guys have seen before on this channel, you know, he loves guns. He's a hunter. He's a man. He's a man. And a beast, by the way. Yeah, that's for you, Sneaky Peaches. You're a beast. But guess what? So he has a nice laser, which is one of those lasers that you can basically blind helicopters with. I know that's illegal, you know, blinding planes and jets and whatever, but it shoots that far up into the sky. It sends a beam flying high. And, you know, this thing is powerful. I'm telling you, it is powerful. You aim it in someone's eye, they're blind. There's no question about it. They're gone. It's, you know, bye-bye eye. That's all it is. But, so we aim it into the house through this giant glass window, and you know, where we're standing in position to the house is we're actually, I would say, a good almost half a football field away. So that's like 50 yards. I mean, kind of 50 meters, I guess you could say. You know, I don't feel like doing the math right now, but you know, maybe less than whatever. I don't understand meters that well. Forget it. But you know, anyway. So we're you know, we're a good way away. And what happens is this house is here. There's a road in front of the house. As you can imagine, you know, it's an average neighborhood, and then over, you know, across from the road, so the house is on one side, on the other side is a hill, you know, from the road, and it kind of juts down, I would say a good 15 feet or so. It's not that steep, but it's a, you know, nice little hill, nice little drop, so we all hop on that hill, and that's where we're aiming the laser from. And, you know, so Sneaky Peaches grabs that laser and aims it in the window. And we get a reaction out of this guy, which is priceless because, you know, at first we see nothing. Then we see 3 heads pop up in front of that window. And me using my night vision, I could pick up stuff, you know, from that window pretty well. So I see, you know, 3 heads jut up, you know, all of a sudden from, you know, from the inside of the house. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, damn, that's weird. And then one head just disappears. You know, it kind of goes back down, sinks back down. And you know, it disappears. Next thing you know, the door creaks open, and we're still standing there, and I would say 3 of us hit the ground, just all of a sudden flattened out. And you know, that's a smart thing to do when he's far away. For me though, I wanted to stand up because I didn't, think he was going to get too close to us. But it was a man, kind of a nerdy white man. He came out. He was, I would say, late 40s. He comes strutting out of this house. He comes over to the road, and he's screaming at random bushes, screaming here, looking here. He talked like this. And it was an obvious, guy trying to deepen his voice to scare us off. But, boy, this is how he talked, by the way. Boy, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to beat your ass, boy. You aim that laser in my house one more time, I'm going to kick your ass. And then, and then he's like, I know where it came from. I know the angle of which it came from. And he looks, kind of over the hill. Over the road and looks down, on the hill we're on. But we don't move a muscle. So, whether we looked like bushes or like people, it didn't matter because we didn't move. And I know he looked at us, and initially he's like, holy shit, those are people. And you could see him kind of contemplating, like, damn. And with my night vision I could see his face, and he just kind of looked at us and he's like, is that people? And you could see him thinking to himself, and then he's like, probably not. And then he looks around and he keeps kind of strutting along the road, looking at different areas, different bushes that it could have come from. And he's just, he thinks it's one person from how he said boy and not boys. And he also, on that note, he also said something really that grabbed my goat and everyone else's goat, which was, I bet you're getting cold out there, boy. I can wait out here all night. And, he's in, shorts and a jacket or something and shoes that he just threw on randomly. He is not prepared for the outside at all. While we're in full camouflage, thermal, ghillie suits. These are meant for sitting out in, in the woods for days or hours hunting in a deer stand that's freezing. These are, nice, high-quality, insulated vests, suits, whatever you want to call it. And that just kind of grabbed our goat. Now, he looks at us. And then he, I'm going to finish up the story later, but it gets a lot better, and I just had to kind of set it up. And, the rest is really interesting. So this was part 1 of my awesome story about Halloween and Mischief Night. I want to thank you for stopping by, and if you think it deserves a like, go ahead and do so. Thank you, fellas. Z Doctor is out.